Testing, testing. All right, good evening or good afternoon. Thank you guys for coming out. Those that are here, I appreciate you showing up for our special board meeting. Unfortunately, as always, there is no quorum. The two trustees did not come. They decided not to come once again. But just so you know, the things that are at stake. Township government is at stake, and they're not telling you that. And what I mean by that is, we have bills that have not been paid for over 2 months, and every single time we request a special meeting to just take care of the everyday essentials, the business is not getting done, let alone getting heard. You guys see myself, trustee Darlene Gray Evers, the clerk, Loretta Wells, and also the attorney, Eric. We all show up here, the deputy clerk too, Kia. We all show up here every single time, despite how we feel, what we think, or our opinion. And that's what you're supposed to do when you're an elected official. You guys elected us to do the will of the people. And when we don't show up to take care of everyday business, that is a problem for me, a problem for the residents. So I hope that people are seeing it for what it is. Unfortunately, our board has been manipulated by the powers to be, and I've been saying this, and I'll continue to say this. But you have this, and you don't have to say, can you email it to me? You guys?
All right, thank you, I appreciate it.
Yeah. Everybody got a copy of the letter?
I did, I have said it to everyone. Well, he okay. Okay, I'm trying to stay not blinded by your light, but
Want me to turn it down?
just a little bit, please, if that's okay. Yeah. Right.
Not that I know anything about it.
Somebody come on my light? Good, okay. Just so you know, everybody know who I am. I'm supervisor, super mayor, Henyard, and this is trustee Darlene Gray Evers. We have Keith Price to my right, Michael Smith to my left, William Moore, Andrew Holmes, and also DeMarcus Christian. So, you ready? Well, yeah, I'm gonna just start with the caucus. So just so you know, this is strictly about the caucus. It's not about anything else. So if I decline to answer, I'm strictly talking about the caucus at this moment. And then y'all will get more interviews out of me. As long as y'all good to me, I'll be good to you. I have no issues. I just wanted people to say my side of the story and not just paint me as bad news, because it's not the truth. And y'all been witnessing it yourselves at the caucus. So that's kind of what's going on and been going on. So I pray that you pay attention to other people's, I don't want to say drama, but situations.
Was it rigged? What happened Tuesday night?
Yes, it's election rigging at its finest. So we got there at about 4:30. Some got there right before 5. When we tried to enter into the building, they told us we cannot come in because they had a party going on at 5 o'clock. Residents from throughout Thornton Township showed up in drones. We had buses out there, cars, it was super cold. And I ran into you outside, and I was out there with them. They didn't even let me in. So when I did try to go in originally around 5, they told me they had a party and we cannot enter into the building. I asked, can you please let the residents inside the building? They said, no, they have a party. I said, but this is our residence. Let them in. They said, no. They did not register for the party. I felt that was so disheartening because at the end of the day, this is somebody's mom, auntie, cousin, uncle. You should let them in. It was cold outside, super cold. So I had a problem with that.
Was your name ever on the ballot? Did they ever actually, say Tiffany Henyard and they vote on it, or no?
No, no one had the opportunity to basically be a nominee, and that's where they messed up at. You're supposed to allow anybody that wants to run for office the opportunity to nominate themselves, let alone a slate, let alone anybody in the room can say, hey, I nominate myself for supervisor, I nominate myself for clerk, but they didn't give anybody the opportunity to do that. He only nominated himself and his wrong. And I was fighting for my people to get in the building because it was cold outside.
How come nobody stood up to nominate you?
Well, we did. If you watch the tape, I nominated myself.
Is that what you were saying, Nicole and Harris, and before we couldn't hear you?
Yes, yes. Somebody got it on tape. I had saw the video, and also my team have it on the tape. If you want the footage, we'll give it to you. But he did not acknowledge anyone or anybody's demand. I was the only one that stood up to him. As you guys know, I am a fighter. I will not be bullied. I will not let people do voter suppression. That was the biggest voter suppression I've ever seen. And we talk about history, right? Every time we talk about history, we're talking about people that fought for the right to vote. But yet, they didn't have the right to vote this time. Why? Why is that? Why mute the votes? Why mute the voices? Why mute the residents? I have a problem with that because if he thought he was going to win, he would have let him in. But he didn't because it was my base that was outside because we couldn't get in. He said, and I quote, "We are not letting anybody in until 6:30. 6:30 came, we were still outside. So when I finally got in because people let me through the line, that's the only way I got in the building. Other than that, I would have been outside still with the people.
An attorney for Mr. Harris says you were not qualified because you didn't have a certified assessor on your ticket. What do you say to that?
That's not true. How would anybody know that if you didn't give me an opportunity to make my nominations? People can't just assume what they think I have. I have to make the nominations on the floor before someone can say that I didn't have some. That's not true.
What's next? How do you fight it?
So we will be in court. This is a legal battle. Everybody has been calling us, saying they're gonna stand with Tiffany Henyard. I appreciate that. Even the naysayers said they're gonna stand with me because people like righteousness. They don't like this wrong way of dictatorship for government. That is not how you take over things. It was a hostile takeover. And the media was all out there. Y'all saw it firsthand. No one should ever get the opportunity to sit there and be a dictator in a community where you govern everybody. And that's why I told, I think it was Channel 32, that he's a coward. He did not want to face me head up. He knew that I was going to dominate in that room. And that's why he did not allow my residents inside of the building.
What do you say to the allegations from Ctitical that you tried to disrupt the event by mentioning yourself possibly a bomb threat, or the allegation that Mr. Price called and tried to cancel the event?
So to people that's got all these false accusations, false statements, I am suing for defamation of character. I am suing because that is not true. Be able to back up what you report. And that's what I tell everybody. Everybody using my name and my face for views and clicks, but no one got facts. Everything y'all been doing has been smear campaign, and I have a problem with that. And that's why rarely I come out and I speak with you guys, because you don't want to fact check. That's one thing I love about Nate. Nate came and sat down with me, he fact checked. We give him the information, he go check. He don't just run a story just because. And that's why I ask all y'all to do, at least be fair in the reporting. Because people look up to your station, you are news. Northwest, East, South, you are the news. But yet, you guys are reporting off of drama. I don't like it, it's not a reality show, but y'all making it as that.
Do you know anything about tomorrow's meeting with Township electoral board trustees?
For here,
Right at 10 o'clock.
yes, we have that at 10 a.m. I will be here. It's for those that file for a independent or a political party. So people challenge their whatever it is in there, they challenge them, and on that day, they get the opportunity to be heard before the electoral.
Will you do writing candidacy, or?
I'll be on the ballot.
Are you a part of any of those?
I am not.
Today you said the township's on the verge of closing because of insurance issues. Can you explain what that means and when that could happen?
Well, that's something exclusively for Channel 7. So that's why I told you before we stood here that it would strictly be about the caucus.
How do you feel about the decision to have a caucus as opposed to like a primary?
I think they took the right away of the people. And that right then, every single time, we always had a primary in Thornton Township. When Frank Zuccarelli was the supervisor, he always had a primary because over 10,000 people come out to vote for that election. And I felt that the people was stripped of that right. Whereas they created a caucus and now a handful of people get to come and pick township government. I just don't see how that's fair. But if that's the rules, we will follow the rules. But I still think that people should be able to go to the ballot and people should have ballot access. I just feel that way.
Why are you deciding not to talk about essential township services that are provided with the greater media group here today that would seek to be
Y'all
the
just
more
saw me
relevant
talk
part?
about that, and I talk every single time I have a special meeting. I literally sit here and talk about what's going on.
every single time. And it's your job to now piece it all together. So when we say something, they say something, now you go fact check it. But no one does that. I put 4 years in for everything else. Check out the information that's being put out, but no one's doing it. That's why I gave y'all the emails. I gave you the facts, because they put information out, and it's all false. It's not even true.
We'd like to be able to have the factual information about these services to show to our readers and our viewers.
And that's why we gave it to you guys. We gave you exactly that. We gave you the information. So if you have more questions, please, by all means, send an email. Keith Price is my point of contact. Y'all can reach out to him, and he will definitely respond. He also have interview with several of you guys when I'm not here. He know what's going on. Any more questions about the caucus? No? Okay, you got anything you want to say about your lab?
Excuse me. First of all, I want to thank all of you all for coming out. I deeply appreciate it. We had the crowd outside. You all saw it. Just report the truth. Anybody got a question for me?
All right,
Cool.
In regards, I want to speak in regards to the rules. The rules were not provided to any of the candidates beforehand to understand any of the rules that.
All right, guys, thank y'all so much for coming out. I appreciate it. I want to do a relationship moving forward with you guys. I pray that this is the starting point, so we can talk, because I know they didn't be on the spot when we was outside, so hopefully that it goes up from here. And you actually take the opportunity to hear our side, post our side, and you post their side, that's fine, but at least be fair about it. Don't just post one-sided negative narratives, and don't give us the opportunity to showcase what we do. I would have loved for you guys to show up to the turkey drive. We have 3,000 people that we fed. We had a lot of great things going on. We got a toy drive coming up. We also have a Christmas food giveaway. We're doing the same thing as the turkey drive. So please stay tuned to that. Again, reach out to KP, Keith Price, if you got any questions as relates to us moving forward. Thank y'all so much for giving us the opportunity to be heard. Thank you.
So you want to set it up?
Yeah, we go.
Channel 7?
Yeah.
Y'all can come upstairs.